This is the story of the Ogoni, a micro-minority who sat atop an ocean of crude oil. After the Civil War, their nation became a rentier state, where military rulers grew rich from raw resources. The tragedy was that the only relationship that mattered was the secret, treacherous alliance between the Nigerian military and the multinational giant, Shell. The Ogoni people would pay the ultimate price for this alliance. Before he was a martyr, Ken Saro-Wiwa was a brilliant author and TV producer. He was a man of words who watched his ancestral home be destroyed. Within months of Shell's operation, the nightmare began. Collapsing roads, poisoned waterways, and a massive oil well explosion in July 1970. Just weeks later, disaster struck. On July 19, 1970, a wellhead exploded, contaminating the Ogonis' main sources of water for 3 long weeks. This was just the start. Over the next 3 decades, over 2.5 million barrels of crude oil would spill into Ogoni land. Saro-Wiwa channeled his rage into action, founding MOSOP, Movement for the Survival of Ogoni People. When the government ignored his demands, Saro-Wiwa organized a mass protest, successfully mobilizing 1/3 of the entire Ogoni population. His strategy was non-violence, but his aim was to stop the machines. When diplomatic talks failed, MOSOP adopted a radical approach. Youth rallied to sabotage Shell's infrastructure.
We are going to demand our rights peacefully, non-violently, and we shall win.
This successfully forced Shell to pause its operations. Saro-Wiwa went from a minor irritation to the single biggest internal threat to the military regime's massive income stream. The military responded with chilling force. General Babangida issued Decree No. 29, mandating the death penalty for encouraging ethnic nationalism. And General Abacha later deployed soldiers with shoot-to-kill orders against the activists. As casualties mounted, a rift formed within MOSOP. The government, taking advantage of this internal division, began to act. They allegedly bribed prominent Ogoni chiefs, known critics of Saro-Wiwa's militant style, to publicly disown his group and engage in peaceful talks with the Abacha regime. This perceived betrayal infuriated the Ogoni youth. In retaliation for their leaders attempting to compromise with the regime, a mob seized 4 of these chiefs, the Ogoni Four, and brutally murdered them on May 21, 1994. The military immediately blamed Saro-Wiwa for orchestrating the killings. Though absent, he was arrested. His trial was a textbook kangaroo court. Key prosecution witnesses later admitted under oath that they had been bribed to give false testimony. Despite global condemnation, Saro-Wiwa and the 8 other leaders, the Ogoni Nine, were found guilty and sentenced to death. On November 10, 1995, after surviving 4 failed attempts by the executioner, Ken Saro-Wiwa finally succumbed. His final words echoed into history. "Lord, take my soul, but the struggle continues." 30 years later, the struggle for justice continues. In 2025, the Nigerian government issued a posthumous pardon for the Ogoni Nine.
First of all, sir, I must say that for us as Ogoni people, what happened today was a defining moment in the ongoing efforts that we've been having to have total reconciliation and to get these families working together in the interest of Ogoni. As you are aware, the president had earlier, this administration had earlier conferred that recognition on the Ogoni Nine.
But this pardon is seen as insufficient. It implies guilt. Activists still demand full exoneration and, more importantly, Shell's accountability and a complete environmental cleanup. We remember Saro-Wiwa not just as a martyr, but as a symbol for every voice of conscience being suppressed today. We owe it to the Ogoni Nine to ensure that the voices fighting for eco-justice today are never silenced.
Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and share this video.